Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is being an empath and having your boundaries and everything like that. So before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe for it. Help y'all grow out. So let's get started. Basically, if you're watching this video, you are most likely an empath. So definitely for me, I am an empath. I feel people's energies. I feel people's emotions. I feel people's auras. I feel their energy basically. And I can feel their, who they are and everything like that. So when being an empath, we tend to attract narcissistic people when it comes into the dating relationship. I don't know why, but I've seen it in so many other people that are empathic. I've experienced it myself. Also too, like being an empath, we are people pleaser. We tend to people please. We say yes to everything, and that is so unhealthy, you guys. Like I remember, I was a people pleaser. I would say yes to everything and anything. I remember I was giving out free psychic readings and stuff, and and I felt like a lot of those people didn't even appreciate it, but I just wanted to give and give and give. Also, too, being an empath, you tend to be givers. Like you give and give until you can't give anymore. I used to be like that too. When becoming an empath is that you want to set boundaries, because if you don't set boundaries, people are going to take advantage of you. You are going to feel drained. And I'm going to give like an example. Like for me, like at work, like my boss always asks me, can you cover this shift? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm always like, yes, 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 yes. I would say yes to the point, even if I'm dead bone tired, if she asked me to come in, I would still say yes. And I don't understand why. But honestly, when I started doing that, like I was getting taken advantage of, like at that point. Like after working 2 16-hour shifts, and then the next day they're gonna ask me once it's my day off, like, hey, can you come in and work this shift? No, but of course I would say yes. Like it was just honestly a horrible, horrible situation. So, and I felt like if I said no, like I could feel like their energy shift, and like I felt like it kind of had like an issue with me when I would say no, or just like anybody too. Like when I would like when people would like I'll go into the store or something like that, and then like how there's like people that stand outside the store like asking for donations or money and stuff like that. I always feel so bad, like saying no and stuff, but like I would always say yes, yes, yes. But like there was a time where I needed to save my money, and I was like, unfortunately, I don't have anything to give. So, it's going to be a no. So basically, when becoming an empath, when you are like, if you are an empath and stuff, basically start saying no. And like, honestly, how can you help other people if you don't feel 100% complete? Like once, after I got tired of being taken advantage of and stuff, I just started saying like, no, I cannot. And then like this person too, like started like taking like asking like, well, what are you doing that's so important? Like, stuff like that. And I just said, honestly, I'm just really drained right now, and I just kind of need time to myself to recharge. So I would really appreciate if you could just kind of give me my space and, stuff like that. And that's what you have to do. Like you have to set up your boundaries. Like I'm definitely a yes person. It's hard for me to say no when people like ask, for my help, or ask me, hey, can I get this? Or can you spare this? Stuff like that. It was definitely hard for me to say no all the time, but honestly, I just learned to just stand up for myself and just say, sorry, but unfortunately, I cannot help at this time. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to give at this time, stuff like that. And honestly, I just felt like that's when I started to feel a lot better and stuff like that. Especially if you are a healer and stuff and you are meant to work with people and stuff, like trust me, like people have tried asking me for psychic readings and stuff, and I literally tell them like, hey, I used to give out free readings all the time, but then at this point I kind of felt like people just took advantage of me. Like I remember this one time this guy, I read him, everything like that, and everything was cool. And, he did stay before the reading. He's like, yeah, I'll pay you. Like, I'll definitely pay you, like stuff like that. And this guy never did pay me. And, this guy took really big, full advantage of me. And that made me really upset because I really channeled in, really saw, and, told him what I saw. And of course, it was super accurate and stuff like that. And, this guy told me he was going to give me money and stuff. And then, like, he never did. And, it's not the mere fact that I'm broke or anything, but it's the mere fact that you said that you would, it should have been an equal exchange of energy, if that made sense. And that really made me really upset. And it just made me not want to work with people anymore. Like it made me kind of not want to do that. So I just know, like, I just have to set my boundaries up. And if you don't set your own boundaries up, then you're going to feel drained. You're going to feel taken advantage of. And, you're not going to want to do this type of work, especially if you're a healer and you're meant to, like, your life purpose is that you're meant to, like, heal people and stuff. You're not going to want to work with people. And, and I've been there. Like, I did not want to work with people anymore. I just thought, like, that people are shady and just, like, all this stuff. But honestly, I just started setting up my boundaries, started saying no and, stuff like that. And then eventually, people stopped taking advantage of me. And I just started to, like, really learn to say no, because it's funny how, like, when I need help or something, people say no and all that stuff. But then, like, when they need something, I always say yes. So that was kind of one thing that I remember, like, well, when I need help, people say no. So I'm going to say no. And so, stuff like that. Also, too, like, you want to shield yourself against other people's energies, because I know, like, as soon as I say no, like, I can really feel and pick up on their energy and their vibe towards me after I say no. So I literally will just say, I'm tuned into myself. I'm not tuned into others. And then I'll just imagine tuning into myself, my own energy, tuning into my own energy, reading my own energy, feeling my own energy. So that way I'm not picking up on their energy. And then another thing too, I just imagine like a gate. I remember closing the gate, so that way I don't. It's kind of like a way to kind of, like, I'm not picking up on other people's energies, like, like no one's energy is coming through the gate because it's closed. So that's like another way too that I imagine, not picking up on other people's energies and stuff. So but yeah, so definitely I hope this video helped you guys. If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical. Mwah.